Hello everyone. Thank you for visiting Kimono Japan channel. My name is Kimono Hitomi. In my video, I'd like to introduce you about Japanese culture through the scope of kimono. If you like Kimono, Japan, and its culture, please stay tuned with my YouTube channel. では今日もどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。In my last video, I showed how to use Japanese sitting cushion, zabuton. And today, I would like to introduce some manners in enjoying tea served in Japanese style. Many people are interested in knowing about Japanese tea ceremony, which usually present Japanese tea culture and rituals with great depth. But even with just a mere everyday tea culture in Japan, all the fundamentals of Japanese way of tea can be observed. So today's tea culture introduction is assuming you are served a cup of tea by the host. Nowadays, Japanese modern housing and the lifestyles are much more westernized. But in this video, I would like to presume we are in a core Japanese style as that still exists and being practiced, just like the same way when there were samurai in Japan back many hundred years ago. In traditional Japanese style room, it is common to have tea served on the floor level. Like this, like this, like this, or like this, or like this. When tea is served in front of you, the tea is on your right side and the sweets, okashi, on your left side. In an occasion such as you visit someone's house or premise and some tea is served, the host or server usually pays attention to offer you the best, such as presenting the front side of the tea bowl towards you. Place which has a pattern is the front side of the tea bowl, and you as a guest accept the tea bowl with the most humble manner, which means you don't use the best part of the things you are served. For that in mind, before you enjoy the tea, you bow to the host to show the respect. Pick up the tea bowl with a care and bow. Like we bow to the sword to pay the respect before we wear Japanese sword. Like many other Japanese cultural matters, we consider everything around us holds certain value or spirit, and we pay the respect to the unseen entity. You might have noticed in the Japanese tea ceremony occasion, people are turning the tea bowl before they drink the tea. And would avoid using the best side of the tea bowl. If it's in Japanese tea ceremony occasion, there wouldn't be any seating cushion. In Japanese culture, it is important to pay the respect to things around you. You handle any item with a care. When you finish the tea, the thing I introduced today is just one small matter of Japanese tea culture. If you'd like to know more about Japanese tea manners or cultures, you could join a group that practices tea ceremony, or check out a YouTube channel that provides Japanese tea culture in more depth. Today, for this video, I'm leaving the details for the future video. Thank you for watching for the first half of my video. In the latter half of my video, I'll talk about the kimono that I'm wearing today and introduce you about in-depth kimono culture. I would like to talk about the kimono that I'm wearing today. The kimono that I'm wearing today is Hohmon-gi, means kimono for visiting someone. It is quite formal kimono. In the old days, we cared our attire more, particularly when visiting someone. To pay the respect to the host or the place where we visit, we wear formal kimono. Therefore, this type of kimono was called Hohmon-gi, which means kimono for visiting someone or some place. The pattern placement of Hohmon-gi is usually on the shoulder area and also the bottom area of kimono, and a little bit of the sleeve area and some back area as well. In Japanese cultural design, ma is very important. Japanese design prefers asymmetrical style, so the pattern placement is on this side but not much on this side, and then also the front, it's not in the center but usually makes the design like a flowing around. As you can see, kimono patterns are usually placed in a symmetrical style. Rather than placing the patterns all over or some main object in the center, Japanese cultural style prefers having some space, ma, and asymmetrical dynamism. This type of Hohmon-gi, the pattern placement even go on the seam. Today's obi is Fukuro-obi, and the obi-shime has some blue tone that is picking up the tone from a kimono and some golden thread. And then obiage has ivory white color, little shiny ivory white color, which also matches to the obi. When we wear formal attire, it is good to have nice pale color over here, not too strong obiage, and then obi-shime, which gives more class and elegance for the total coordination. Here in this video, I'd like to show the textile and as well as the whole design of kimono together with the obi. Kimono design today has the cherry blossom pattern, the Shidare-zakura, weeping cherry, and the textile on the base is Jodai chirimen. The base textile is Jodai chirimen. This type of kimono textile might not be available in Japan anymore, as traditional kimono culture is disappearing in Japan, sadly. Obi today is Haku-ori, Fukuro-obi. Formal obi often has this Haku-ori. That could be either this type of platinum silver haku or something like this gold as well. Haku is a very thin gold or silver foil which is woven into the textile with special technique. And the textile usually has shiny, smooth surface, just like these obis. Both of these obis are of Nishiki-ori and then has a pattern design motif of Shosoin-Moyoh. And today's obi has the pair of birds as you can see, and this is a phoenix bird. Phoenix bird patterns are one of the most prestigious designs, and it favored as festive motifs over 1300 years in Japanese history. A pair of bird patterns means lovingness or long-lasting love. When the birds are phoenix, it indicates the summit of lovingness value, as you can imagine. So it is one of the best fortune kimono design patterns. It could be good for attending the wedding or any type of formal occasion. As you can see, there's a little hint of blue color in this Haku-ori, which is perfectly matching to this kimono color. So this is a very good coordination for your formal attire in spring when the cherry blossoms blooming. As you might already notice, kimono design often use these festive and good fortune motifs in its design. Kimono, which means things to wear, made to wrap a body when it's warm. Having fortunate design motifs means those good fortune or good thoughts in designs also wraps wearer. So when we wear garment with certain patterns, we are considered to be wrapped with the spiritual value of each design motifs, such as good fortune patterns also. There's so much more to introduce about Japanese culture embedded in kimono, but more will be in my future videos. Hope you enjoyed my video today and introduction to kimono and Japanese culture. If you like my video, please subscribe, and I'm also welcoming your comment. I'm planning on making more videos to introduce kimono and Japanese culture. Please stay tuned with my Kimono Japan channel. Hope to see you again in the next video. 本日もビデオをご覧くださってどうもありがとうございました。次回もどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。